Today's read aloud book is Planting a Rainbow by Lois Ehlert. Planting a Rainbow. Lois both wrote and illustrated this book, which means she writes all of the words and she also draws all of the pictures. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. In the fall, we buy some bulbs and plant them in the ground. There are the bulbs in the ground, and each bulb has a marker to remind them what the plant is. Here's the orange tiger lily, the red tulip, an orange tulip, a yellow daffodil bulb, a blue hyacinth bulb, a purple crocus corn, right down there, and a purple bearded iris rhizome. Can't wait to see what they make. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long. On the packet of seeds is a picture of what the flower will be. So here's phlox, morning glory, zinnias, asters, cornflowers, marigolds, and daisies. For spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. So here's the first part of spring. I see some raindrops coming down. Look at that, those tulips are starting to push up through the soil. The daffodils, the hyacinths, and the crocuses are already up. Those are some of the first flowers we see in spring. And then as it gets warmer, I see that sun shining down. And look at that, our plants are growing and growing, and now these tulips are coming up to bloom. The daffodils are still blooming, but the hyacinth and the crocus, the notice, have finished blooming, and now we get to see their beautiful green leaves. Then it's time to go to the garden center to select some seedlings. So these plants have already been grown from seeds and grown a little bit, and now that they can be collected and planted down into the soil. So let's see what we have here. We have a rose, poppy, a delphinium, violets, pansies, ferns, and carnations. And I noticed that each color of the marker is going to indicate the color of flower that's going to bloom. We sow the seeds and set out the plants in soil. So now we have 3 layers in our garden. I see some seeds here. I see some plants. Some of the seedlings have been planted down, and I still see some of those bulbs. So there's the iris bulb that's coming up. Here are the seeds down in the bottom. You can see, and seeds are all different shapes. All different shapes and sizes for different plants. Let's see how this garden grows. And watch as the rainbow grows. Wow, look at that. Look at all of those plants growing and growing and growing. Here are those seeds that were in the back. They've started to come up. The tiger lily, the daisies, phlox, the aster, the marigolds, so lush. The zinnias, they don't have their flowers yet. They just have their buds. The morning glories are starting to climb that vine. It must not be morning because they're still closed. The cornflower and the iris. And grow. Oh my goodness. And grow. Look at these beautiful, lush colors. We plant some red flowers. I see tulips. Here's an open tulip. Do you hear the birds in the background? My window's open because it's spring here right now, and I love hearing all the birds. We have tulips, carnations, and roses. Next, we're going to turn the page to orange. And some orange flowers. We have more tulips, zinnias, tiger lilies, and poppies. Maybe you've seen some of those in your area. And some yellow flowers and blooms. Daisies, marigolds. And look at all of these different daffodils. What's the next color we're going to look at? Green. We grow something green. Here it says ferns. There might be some other green plants that you're seeing. Maybe some of the trees in your neighborhood or area are starting to grow green leaves. Maybe you're seeing other green leafy plants shooting up. I'm seeing a lot of hostas here in Brooklyn. And some blue flowers. Oh, there are those morning glories. They're nice and open. They open, their flowers open right in the morning and they close in through the afternoon and evening. Beautiful blue flowers. Oh, some delphinium, some hyacinth. Hyacinth are a very, very fragrant flower. You would definitely know if you've seen some of those, and cornflowers. Last color. Let's see what purple will bring. And some purple flowers too. The crocus, phlox, iris, violets, asters, and pansies. Have you seen any purple flowers around in your neighborhood or outside? I'm starting to see irises now. All summer long, we pick them and bring them home. Oh, what a beautiful bouquet. Notice that each color of the rainbow is represented here. Red, yellow, orange, green, blue, and violet, or purple. And when summer is over, we know we can grow a rainbow again next year. That's so true. And then the back cover of the book. This book I find very special because when you open the back cover and the front cover, get the whole rainbow again. All right, that was Planting a Rainbow. Thank you so much for reading with me, and I look forward to reading with you again soon. Bye-bye. Let's plant our own rainbows using collage. Ask an adult to help you gather paper that can be reused and recycled, scissors, and a container for your scraps, glue, either washable glue or a glue stick. Use what you have at home to inspire your own collage. Do you have a book with flowers in it, or pictures in a magazine? Or can you sit near a window that has a lot of plants outside? Be creative. It's time to start cutting. You can cut out stem and leaf shapes out of green paper, and then decide which shapes that you'd like to use for petals or flower blossoms using the other colors you have. You can also dip into a scrap bag to find other previously used pieces of paper or scraps from craft projects. Isabel and I like to do that. When I started my project, I found a reused piece of blue paper and added my stems and some bulbs to the bottom of it first. I glued those down with our glue and paintbrush. After I glued down the stems, I picked out different shapes to glue down to make my flower petals. I glued one down at a time, layering the pieces together. What shapes and colors will you use in your collage? What flowers inspire you? I used red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, all the colors of the rainbow. Here's my finished piece. Next, Isabel is going to share with you how she created her collage.
Hi, I'm Isabel. I chose black paper for the flower garden making today. I chose black paper because I thought it will bring out the flowers' colors. Then I put the stems on. I made sure they were different because I wanted to show that all flowers are different. Then I twisted and folded them. After that, I put flowers of different shapes and sizes. Also, I put details, including tissue paper that I made the sun and clouds. I also used acorns that were painted and made by you. that became in the scrap bag. Then I used a flower from the scrap bag. Next, I decided I was done, so I stopped and took a picture of my accomplishment. Here's my finished piece. Me and my mom have very different collages, but that's what I love about them.
Thanks for joining us. We had fun.